Hello, my name is Luke and welcome to my first online tutorial. Today's main focus is going to be warming up exercises before you play the trumpet. The first one we're going to be doing doesn't actually require the trumpet, it's nice and simple, it's just a breathing exercise. So all I want you to do for this is to breathe through your mouth for 5 seconds and then exhale through your nose for another 5 seconds. So I'm going to give an example first and then we'll do it together. There we are. It's nice and simple. So this time, I want you to join in with me. Ready? Very good. So to keep this video going a bit quicker, all I would say is we'd usually do that in a warm-up 4-5 times just to make sure that you're completely relaxed and ready to go before playing. So the next exercise I want to show you does involve part of the trumpet, it's just the mouthpiece. So all I want you to do for this is to take it out of the trumpet and then we're going to do a few mouthpiece exercises. It's very important that we warm up the muscles in our mouth before going straight into a hard practice or a long amount of playing, just because you don't want to tire yourself out too quickly. So all I do with the mouthpiece is scale exercises and buzzing. Allow me to demonstrate. So as you can see, all I'm doing with that is finding a note I feel comfortable with in my range and then creating a scale going up and down. I'm going to show you one more time and then I would like to pause the video and you have a go for yourself. I'd like to pause the video and have a go. So now that that exercise is completed, we're ready to go fully onto the trumpet. So what I'd like you to do is pick your trumpet up and we're going to be doing a range building exercise. So it's very important we don't rush straight into playing any pieces that we're learning or just playing for the sake of it. It's really important to get a proper exercise and warm-up routine in place every time before you play. It helps you to play longer, improves your stamina and your general technical ability. So this one is a range building exercise. So the way it works is we go through the valves and go up whole tone scales just on the valve. Allow me to give an example. So all I've done for this range building exercise is gone up across my valves and created a range building exercise. So I start off on the first valve, which is the one closest to you. I start on a low B flat, the one below middle C, and then I go up a whole tone scale, up 3 notes usually, and then after that I go into the middle valve, which is the next note up, which is a B below middle C. Then after that I could take the next step up, which is no vowels, and that's the C, middle C. And then what I do is I repeat this process, but add a note on to each one. So for this one, when I go on my first valve, I'll do 4 notes rather than 3, such as this. And I do that for every valve. The idea of this exercise is it does end in defeat because at the end of the day, you're going to add one note too far and you're just not going to be able to reach it. And that's okay. The idea of this exercise is to help build your range. That's what's called a range builder. So each day that you practice, try and add a new note on, try and get a new personal best. The more you do this, you'll notice the higher you can go up on this range builder. And again, this just proves how important it is to do exercise like this before playing, because it helps with your technical ability and stamina. So I would like you to pause the video now and have a go for yourself. Remember to start on first valve, then second valve, and then open valve. Add a note each time you hit it. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to be doing is going to be a scaling exercise. So, as we know how important scales are as musicians, we have to learn them. Not only just for our grades, but to help with our musical theory understanding and just to make us an all-rounded better musician. What better way to do it than to practice an instrument you feel comfortable with? So, way of doing this is to simply use either an exercise book or any scales that you are trying to learn from maybe a particular grade, and just going through them up and down the scale. So, I'll give an example, nice simple one on C major. And then you can try it in different ways, such as that way was slurred, now I'm going to try it tongued. And so on. The idea is you do this for the scales that you're currently working on, whether it's a particular grade or just something your teacher set you. By doing them every day as part of your routine, you're more likely to learn them and have a better understanding of remembering the key signatures. Another example would be D major. This time I'm going to do it again, and I'll do it a couple of different ways. Lovely. So, if you'd like to pause the video and have a go doing the scales that you've been set by your teacher or ones that you need to learn. So, the next thing I want you to do is tuning. Tuning is a very important thing, particularly brass instruments and other orchestral instruments. It's important that we learn to tune even when we're just playing by ourselves, as it's one, good practice, and two, beneficial to know completely how to tune your instrument. So, all you need to do for this is, if you don't have a piano or have a tuner ideally on your phone, there's loads of apps you can get, and simply just tune to usually either a concert B flat, which for us as trumpets is a C, or a concert A, which is a B for us. I'm going to do my tuning now. So remember to tune your trumpet, if you're not sure already, we have tuning slides. To tune the main part of the trumpet, it's this big slide here. If your trumpet is coming up as sharp, then you need to pull it slightly further out. If it's flat, you need to push it in a little bit. Do this until it becomes in tune, or is in tune with the rest of the orchestra, or whatever your tuner app says. So the next and final exercise for warming up your trumpet before playing is going to be a lip slurring exercise. This is really important to keep on practicing, as it helps you develop a control over notes when reaching them, especially ones in a higher register. An example of lip slurring is going to be the one I'm going to do now. So it may sound similar to the range building exercise, however it has very different benefits, including the ones the range builder does. This one allows you to have a stronger control of your diaphragm and the air that you're using to push the notes. It's much harder to slur up to a note than it is to tongue from a lower note to a higher note. By doing this, you're going to have more control of reaching the high notes, and you'll find that you'll be able to do it more frequently. So let me give another example of how lip slurring exercises work. like with the range builder exercise, this can also end in defeat, because each time you get one higher, chances are you might miss the next one, and that's okay. The idea of this being a sort of warm-up exercise is you do it frequently enough to hopefully gradually improve the strength in your muscles and achieving notes slowing up rather than having to tongue. You'll find this helps with pitching during pieces and just with general strength in your muscles. So that's all my exercises I have for warming up today for you. I hope you found them informative and beneficial. I would recommend you try these techniques across a week, every day when you practice, and hopefully you'll see the benefits that I have seen. I look forward to you seeing my next video. Thank you very much.